Good morning. So we had news on Saturday that um, another former fan of Lost Prophets, um, has come forward regarding Ian Watkins, and she says that he asked sexualized questions about her baby daughter. Now, this was years ago, obviously, just before his arrest in 2012. And obviously, I don't know the truth of this. I assume that what she is saying is true. Um, but she has now decided to come forward after his death. So the headline is Lost Prophets pedo Ian Watkins seduced me. I'm sick ass what he asked me to do. A mother known only as Hannah has recalled the alleged moment that the depraved former Lost Prophets frontman Ian Watkins had asked sexualized questions about her baby daughter. A mum has shared how an online encounter with notorious paedophile Ian Watkins left her traumatized after he asked to use her baby as a sex slave. The woman, referred to as Hannah, has bravely decided to come forward with her experience after the former Lost Prophets rock star was killed in prison last weekend. He was serving time behind bars for a string of sex offences, including attempted rape and sexual assault of children under 13. One of his victims was just 10 months old. Two men, aged 25 and 43, were arrested on suspicion of murder and are in police custody, says West Yorkshire Police. Following the development, Hannah has recalled how she was infatuated with Watkins before he set his sights on her child. She had earlier attempted to catch his attention on social media when she was a teenager. At the age of 17, she claims that Watkins had asked her to get undressed on a webcam. However, he quickly became intrigued by her infant daughter. Speaking about the disgusting request, she told the Sun, "I didn't realize how much it has affected me. It's really, really bad. It's sickening, really. Makes me physically sick." Despite her refusal to appear on webcam, this didn't discourage him. Hannah claimed Watkins inquired whether she and her daughter would meet him in person, which she declined. Watkins allegedly questioned if her baby would call him dad and whether they could be used as sex slaves. Ugh. She said shortly after her encounter with Watkins, he was arrested. A staggering 27 terabytes of data containing child abuse images and videos were discovered on computers and devices in Watkins' possession. And just to put that into context, 27 terabytes of data. That is bigger than the entire police national database. I have no idea how many devices he would have had to have stored all of that, but that is an absolutely astronomical amount of data, of images. Huge. Yeah, that's massive. Apparently, they required several vehicles to transport all the devices. His vile online library was encrypted, and the twisted individual used a reference to child abuse as his password. And I do actually say what his password is in my live video. A former inmate from Wakefield has stated that Watkins never showed any remorse and remained a self-centered loner before he was killed in prison last weekend. Insiders have reported that after being incarcerated, his weight fluctuated and hair dye from the prison shop was the only thing maintaining his thinning hair's jet black colour. However, the deluded paedophile maintained a fan base of young women during his time inside. He was reportedly even permitted regular visits from 3 goth groupies and was seen holding hands and laughing with his visitors. A disgusted observer claimed that they once saw him kissing one fan. Watkins amassed 600 pages of letters from different women, some containing sexual fantasies. Really makes you wonder, even with all this knowledge, what the hell goes through women's heads that they still find this guy attractive and desirable. During his trial, the court heard that Watkins was a master manipulator who used his frenzied fan base of young women to gain access to children, including babies. In 2019, Watkins had an additional 10 months added to his sentence for possessing a mobile phone in jail, which he used to contact a woman he had previously been in a relationship with. The subsequent court case revealed grim details of his time inside. Watkins used the phone to reach out to his former girlfriend, who first met him when she was 19. They had been in a relationship, but she severed contact in 2012. Discussing potential consequences of his case, Watkins eerily foretold his own bleak future. Chances are someone would sneak up behind me and cut my throat. It's not like one-on-one, stuff like that, you don't see it coming. In 2023, Watkins was savagely assaulted by 3 fellow inmates, nearly losing his life due to the injuries sustained. I think that's it from that story. I did see another one about him though. Yeah, I haven't looked at this. I just wanted to, but I'll have a look now while I'm here. This also came out on Saturday. Ian Watkins sent secret fiance sick love note days before he was killed in jail. Ian Watkins allegedly forged a relationship with a fan while behind bars, and in his last letter, he wished her a happy birthday while expressing his hope that they could meet. So they hadn't met, but they were engaged. Ian Watkins allegedly sent his secret fiancée a sick letter just days before he was killed in jail. The paedophile rock star was pronounced dead after being attacked at HMP Wakefield in West Yorkshire on last Saturday. The 48-year-old was serving a 29-year sentence for child sex offences. 2 inmates were charged with Watkins' murder. It has now been claimed that while behind bars, Watkins forged a controlling relationship with a 30-year-old fan. The relationship was so controlling that Watkins allegedly proposed to the woman after telling her to buy an engagement ring. The day before Watkins was killed, a letter he had written was delivered to his fiancée. According to the publication, the Lost Prophet singer had written, "Duchess, didn't think I'd forget your birthday, did you? They won't keep us apart forever. Your Duke, I.W." In another letter, Watkins alleged St. Ellie, and that's not her real name, he revealed. In another letter, Watkins allegedly it should be, St. Ellie, and that's not her real name, he revealed details about a previous attempt to murder him in 2023 when he was held hostage for 6 hours by 3 inmates who stabbed him. He wrote that he almost died in the crazy incident, adding, "I had bleeds on the brain and have permanent spinal nerve damage. The weapon went in so far, It hit my spine, in my neck, and scrambled all the nerves. But he claimed he was still really hot despite the incident. In another letter, Watkins allegedly foretold his death, saying, "I hate the weekends in here because we're all unlocked all day, so you never know what's going to happen. That shit happens to me on a weekend out of nowhere, so I always have that in the back of my head." Ellie, who is married. Okay, so he proposed to someone he's never met who is already married. Allegedly said Watkins had a hold over her and she couldn't ever drop the thought of him. She also said he wished her a happy birthday in his last letter. Watkins, who met his fan backstage at a gig in January 2010 when she was 15 years old, allegedly spoke to Ellie over the phone most days. On Tuesday, both men accused of murdering Watkins were due to make their first appearance before a Crown Court judge. Dodsworth appeared via video link from HMP Wakefield, but Leeds Crown Court heard Goodell had refused to attend remotely. Prosecutor Tom Story Casey said, "The reason for Rico Goodell's non-appearance this morning is said to be a refusal on his part to attend on the link. It appears he wanted to attend in person. No bail applications were made during the hearing, and both men were remanded in custody until their next appearance at the same court for a plea and trial preparation hearing at the same court." I mean, they're already in prison. I would be surprised if there was a bail application. Judge Guy Curl, the recorder of Leeds, set a provisional date of May 5th for the trial, which is expected to take 2 to 3 weeks. Watkins was jailed for 29 years in December 2013, with a further 6 years on license after admitting a string of sexual offences, including the attempted rape of a fan's baby. The disgraced singer was arrested following the execution of a drugs warrant at his Pontypridd home on September 21st, 2012, when a large number of computers, mobile phones, and storage devices were seized. Analysis of the equipment uncovered Watkins' depraved behaviour. So there's the latest news on the crimes and murder, the whole story of Ian Watkins. So that's it for now. I will be back with the next lot of news. Have a good day.